Howie's Rant, 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 Rant.
Hi, and welcome to Howie's Rant here on CUTV, Concordia University Television. My name is Howie, and, well, you're watching us because there's really nobody else to watch. Luke is my cameraman. Hi, Luke.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, how are you? Luke is also the program director, so if you don't participate in the show, he's going to take me off the air. He's told me that last week, he told me that this week. So, folks, if you see me here in the hall building, well, stop and say hi. We changed format a little today because not enough people were stopping. We couldn't fill up a whole show of talking to you people. So we're going more into the rant aspect of this whole thing. So I brought up my coach. We're sitting here in front of the CSU, and, well, we're going to talk to you. Ha. Well, here I got the bastion of truth, the epoch of democracy, the best paper produced, actually, yeah, right, at Concordia, the link. And if we look, can we just zoom in over here? Okay, Luke, you're doing good, Luke. That's it, that's it. We're almost there. Luke is new at this. Yeah, okay, whatever. It says, bunch of lies. And basically the subtitle is, President dismisses allegations against him. Now the CSU president, Daniel Gagnon, now that's our question for today, by the way. Who is the CSU president? His name is Daniel Gagnon, but I bet you anybody I ask now is not going to know the answer. He's been accused of all sorts of crazy, strange things, and well, you know, I really personally couldn't care less if he did them, if he didn't do them. He has the job, let him finish his job. What do you think, Luke?
Absolutely.
You know, the guy has his job. Leave him alone. Why harass the man? Take a look. Over here on this side here. Yeah, this is the center bastion of truth here, the Concordian. Look, they even have his picture on there. Daniel Gagnon. That's the guy's name. Daniel Gagnon. He's the president, right? What?
That really is name.
That's his name, Daniel Gagnon. Now let's ask a couple of Concordia students, see if they know if they know who the CSU president is. Let's see, is there anyone here? See, there's nobody ever here. You know, that's the problem. So we'll get up and we'll look around and we'll see. Let's see. How about you? Hi, welcome to Rant.
Hi.
Hi. Do you know who the CSU president is?
Of course.
Really? Who is he?
Dan Gagnon.
Dan Gagnon. No, it's Daniel Gagnon.
We call him Dan around here.
Oh, Dan's a nice name. I like Dan. You work with him, don't you?
No, I don't work. Well, I guess I work with him. Yeah.
You work for the CSU?
I'm the chief electoral officer for the university.
So you basically work with him. So you have a reason to know who Daniel Gagnon is. Now, why do you think most students don't know who he is? According to the link, you know, a survey in the link, if you want to believe what the link says, I know the stories about the link, I know, you know. If you want to believe what the link says, why don't most students know who Daniel Gagnon is?
They don't care.
Really?
They're apathetic. I think most of the Concordia population is apathetic about student politics, about the workings of the university.
Now, what was it? Less than 3% of the university population that's eligible to votes for the elections. Now, isn't that's a pathetic statistic?
Any person who's a registered student, who's undergraduate, can vote in the annual general election, and the highest voter turnout we've ever had is, I believe, 8% or 9%.
But how many years ago was that?
2, I believe.
Really? So that was the Philip Dalton, Lana Grimes years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Only because they had a huge protest in front of the school and they were barred from running. Now I want you to turn around and look at the students and tell them to come and vote.
Come and vote. If you want to change something, don't bitch about it after the fact. You can do something about it now. Pick up your nomination forms. They're available until the 10th of March. There will be seats available on council. There's 30 seats for the term beginning June 1st. And there will be also a position for president open. If you'd like to run in a by-election, The nomination period is the same from the 3rd to the 10th of March, and there are 11 seats on council available for the by-election.
Great. Now, what if they want to, they decide they want to run on the 11th of March? Is that too late?
Yes, the deadline is 6 o'clock on March 10th. No extensions.
No extensions? Well, that's kind of harsh, isn't it?
Those are the laws.
But, provincial laws, federal laws, or school laws?
School laws.
No, there's no extension. What if someone gets sick and he's in the hospital but he wants to run? He has all the forms filled out, but he just didn't have a chance to get to you before 6 o'clock on the 10th.
Then he should have his official representative bring them in to the CSU office.
Okay, that makes sense, actually. Otherwise it could drag on to April.
The only way that we'd have an extension is if some of the seats for council aren't filled. If we don't get 30 people to run for the general election, then obviously we have to extend the deadline, because it's very important that students elect representatives that can represent them on council.
Now, if only 3% of the population, and on average, votes, how representative is the council of the student population?
It's representative of the people who go and vote.
Okay, but does that actually represent the population?
Well, no.
There's just...
If you don't feel like you're represented now, then go out and vote. I can only put up so many announcements.
You got a point.
I can only tell so many people. I can only do this so many times.
Right. Okay, now as Chief Electoral Officer...
You want me to tell you when the voting days are?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. Okay. As Chief Electoral Officer, are you involved in this whole thing to throw Dan out of office?
I'm completely impartial. My job is to make sure that the elections are done by the book, that the people are nominated correctly, and that the election regulations and the CSU bylaws are adhered to for the election period and the voting period. That's all.
Well, it's nice to know that somebody takes their job seriously around here. Okay, the election dates are?
The 25th, the 26th, and the 27th of March, and there'll be polling tables in the Hall building, the Library building atrium, the Fine Arts building, Loyola Library atrium, Administration building at Loyola, and the Sports complex.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I remember the first time you heard this was here on Rant at CUTV. Well, it's probably not the first time, but the time you're hearing it now, right now, you're hearing it on Rant, here on CUTV. I'm Howie. This is Rant. We'll be back after this.
Hey, where are you going? We're going to be right back.
We're back! Hi, welcome back to Rant here on CUTV. I'm Howie, and we broke format today. We're actually sitting here in front of the CSU because we want to get a couple of CSU execs out of here to talk to. And, we managed to finagle one. Her name is Julian Starkman. She's the VP Administration. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Finagled. Isn't that a great word?
Yeah.
Exactly what does the VP Administration do for the CSU?
The VP Administration takes care of the CSU clubs and associations. He or she is the link between the school and these clubs and associations and the students. They take care of office duties around the office, just daily duties. The VP Administration sits on the CCSL, which is the Concordia Council on Student Life.
Okay, now, so your job is basically taking care of funding and no funding.
No funding.
So it's just basically, office space.
Yeah, office space, yeah. And the needs for clubs and associations, and we get about once a week someone wants to start a new club. So
once a week?
Approximately, yeah.
So
sometimes more than once.
Wow. So how many clubs does the Concordia University have now, student clubs?
There is about 100 or 101.
101 clubs. Where do you have the room to put them all?
We're managing.
Now, recently there was this whole thing with the CH building. Now, I don't want to get into any politics or anything, right? Because, we're not a political show. But this whole CH business, the Centennial building, the Concordian was yelling they're condemned. The Link was yelling they're not condemned. I spoke to you. You said, they're full of it.
I never said that.
Okay, I'm putting words into her mouth. She basically said the building wasn't officially condemned. It's in pretty bad shape, but it wasn't officially condemned. What are you doing with the clubs in the CH building?
Well, I'm going to be meeting with the Dean of Students, Don Boisvert, and probably within the next couple weeks, and we are going to be relocating these groups and associations in the basement of the campus center. Probably towards the end of June, this will take place.
Okay, so what's happening to all the stuff that was in the basement there? Wasn't there a pool table there and a bunch of video games? Archives.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's just gone.
Now we're going to be cleaning that up and putting them in some storage space.
Okay, now what about the Loyola campus offices of the CSU?